Okay, so this is going to be a quick review on some technique for perfecting the toes to bar movement. First of all, we're going to use Drew as our actor model extraordinaire here to demonstrate the movement, some of the things to do right and some of the things to do wrong. So first of all, this is his grip. You'll notice a couple of things here. He's got his thumb wrapped around his fingers. You'll notice that's the hook grip when you're doing an overhand gymnastics grip. And also you'll see that his hand is turned up and over, kind of in this direction. So whoop, up in that direction. So I'm going to roll forward here and you'll see how the hand kind of drops down. This is a very passive grip. This is what you don't want. This is what you do want. Okay, so that little pseudo false grip with the hook grip is key. Okay, so let's go ahead and here's demonstrating again, getting into that pseudo false grip. Okay, let's go ahead and go forward now and look at basically good arm position. So you'll see right here, this is what we refer to as the elbow pit, not the armpit. So right here he's got the elbow pit turned forward, and what he's going to do here is he's going to roll the elbow pit in. There, right there. You see that? So this is bad. This is good. And what he does there is he winds up the shoulder, and basically what it allows you to do is really protect the shoulder and build elasticity, so you get a lot more snap in the movement. Okay, so two things so far: getting that good grip and winding those elbow pits in. Okay, so here he's demonstrating the wild jungle toes to bar. Okay, so notice here. Obviously this isn't what we want to be doing. I mean, he's swinging like crazy, but let's take a look at what's going on here. So at the top, notice his hips are far in front of the bar. Okay, in that direction. Okay, so what's going to happen if his center of gravity is out in this direction? As his feet come down, where must his body go? He must swing back in this direction. And typically, when people start failing on toes to bar, they start getting a lot of swing. Okay, so that's a bad thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and play through here a little bit. Whoop, gets that swing. It's getting no loading, no pop. It's a very slow cycle rate. Doesn't look very good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take a look at what most people would consider a very good toes to bar. So let's look through it one time. Okay, so wham. Right? Most people would look at this and go, oh yeah, that's it right there. That's what I want to get. Because he's cycling them, it's fast, it all looks good. But let's take a look at why this isn't ideal. Okay? So at the top, he's touching. You'll see that he has swung his hips back pretty far in this direction. Okay? You'll also notice that his head is tilted back a little bit. You can see his ear there. You can see he's actually looking up in this direction. Okay, he's got a lot of knee bend. Also not ideal, right? Knees are closed. Don't really want that, right? He's got to work extra hard to get those toes up to the bar if his knees are closed. That's bad. Okay, now here as he loads, look how far forward he is. His hips are loaded really far forward. Now with his hips moving that far forward and that far back, it puts an enormous load on his grip. It's going to tear his hands up. It's not efficient. The only advantage he's got right now is that he's cycling them without having to stop, but it's exhausting. Okay, so now let's take a look at a really efficient and smooth toes to bar. Could it be better? Probably. I mean, we're always trying to refine our movements, but this is the best one that Drew can pull off, and so he's going to demonstrate that. Okay, he loads up, and look how tight and compact he is. Not a lot of extra movement. Okay, now let's go back and take a look at a couple of these. First off, you'll notice that his knees are not so closed. Before they had this angle, now they're at this angle. Right, so they're a lot more open. His hips aren't so far back, right? They're just slightly behind the bar. And more importantly, look at the angle of his head. Okay, before he was gazing in that direction. Now he's gazing in that direction. When he tucks that head, what does it allow him to do? It allows him to keep his body in a nice, compact, tight position, and he really wants to extend the knees, and basically it's going to take decent hamstring mobility to do this, but basically what he's getting out of this is a very efficient, tight, compact movement, and he's not swinging his hips back and forth wildly. So let's see, at the front, how far does he load forward? Not very far. Still got that chin tucked. Right? Just moves back, and you'll see right there, boom, nice extension of the knees. Now you take somebody like Debbie, who's very, very flexible, she would be able to get full knee extension here and be even more efficient. So the more mobile your hamstrings are, the more efficient you're going to be at the toes to bar if you do everything else right. Okay, so that should give you a few ideas on how to improve your toes to bar grip, shoulder posture, and then just the basic overall movement. Hope this helps.